So have you always been for Kirkintilloch?
Yeah, it's Lenzie.
Lenzie
from
Did Colin just know where Lenzie was?
Yeah, most folks didn't seem to, so I just started saying Kirky, and folk seemed to know Kirky more. So
Right.
yeah, I just say Kirky.
So you always been? Is that where you grew up?
Yeah, I stayed. I don't stay in Kirky at the moment, or Lenzie at the moment.
Right.
But I stayed in my parents' house from the day I was born. Same house until 2 and a bit years ago. Me and my girlfriend moved in together.
Right.
We're in Yoker just now, but the plan's to get back towards Lenzie.
Aye.
But it's going to take some saving, I'll put it that way.
Were you, what were you like when you were young? Were you absolutely massive, or did...
No. Well, in terms of height, like I was always the tallest kind of guy at school from like third year onwards. Like I was this height at the end of fourth year, I think, when I stopped growing. Like I thought I was going to be 7 foot,
Like,
you know, but...
What are you, 6'6"?
6'6", yeah.
Aye, that's fair. That's door frame height.
Aye, exactly, yeah. Most door frame height.
Aye.
Sometimes you get a surprise and there's a low door frame.
That's right.
You take the skin off your head. But
I've put a few doors on. I'm working out in my head. I'm like, a
Aye.
1972 is going to give you a fright
Yeah.
because you think it's fine. So
But
you
no.
grew, but you didn't fill out.
No, not at all. I was just a beanpole. Like I think I was at this height at 6'6". I was 10.5 stone at one point.
Wow.
That was probably my lowest weight at this height.
Right.
But back then I thought, it feels funny saying it now. Like back then I thought skinny was a good thing. Almost like I was in school and it was like I had a wee waist, and I thought that's cool. I had like 28-inch waist jeans on,
Mhm.
and I was quite proud of the fact that I had a skinny waist, which is crazy to think about now.
Aye.
But yeah, then just gradually over the years, there was no like 1 year where I put on like 5 stone or something. It's been very gradual.
What was it like? See, when you were playing, the natural thing for tall guys is always basketball. Like,
Yeah.
did you get caught up in
No.
that trap?
No, folk did say to me, but I had no interest, so I never did it.
Did you try it, or did you just not even like the
No,
idea of it?
never even tried it.
No?
To be honest, no, I just didn't like the idea. Just never grabbed me, I suppose. But
Mhm.
I played football when I was younger, just for like the local team, like Lenzie, from
Yeah.
well, a few different teams, but from the age of like 10 to 16, you know, just
There was
as
always
everyone kind of does. But
it's funny when you see these sort of strength athletes. I mean, the Brian Shaw was basketball.
Yeah.
And Phil Heath. Do you know Phil
Aye.
Heath was
Yeah,
a
the
basketball player?
yeah, bodybuilder, which
Really
he's short
good.
as well.
He's
But,
like,
yeah,
what's he, 5'7", 5'8"?
something like that,
But
yeah.
he was national level basketball
Yeah,
player.
yeah.
Like, and you can see me. I don't know if you've seen his pictures
Mhm.
from his basketball days.
Yeah, I was huge still.
Just
Yeah.
but he's not got a big frame, but he's
Aye.
cartoonishly big muscles
Yeah.
on this.
Like
Relatively-
the delts were capped, which is one of the things that like folk. It's 8 years of training before you've got capped delts, but he was just doing basketball and he had them. So like,
He just
Yeah.
looked like a set of bananas on
Aye,
his shoulder.
yeah.
Like, on his shoulder, the delts were incredible.
that was like an early indication, I'm sure, of like, yeah, this guy could go pretty far.
I mean, I remember looking at his pictures and I thought, you know when you recognise someone,
Yeah,
I'm like, that's Phil Heath.
yeah,
You look at it and you think, geez, it just must be something in that kind of, gene pool which makes them. It's funny because, I mean, basketball is not particularly like explosive sport.
yeah.
Not particularly contact heavy. So it's funny how, the guys that have gave it a try have gravitated back in.
Yeah, I suppose it's bigger in America as
Yeah.
well. So it's like you could probably draw a correlation between
Aye.
even just playing like youth football over here. It's like, oh, all these guys that played youth football went on to do well in other sports, but it's like, no, just everybody plays youth football. Maybe that's the same with basketball.
Are
over
we
there.
any good at football?
I was all right. Like I wouldn't say it was anything special. Played centre back, of course.
Yeah.
Only scored headers. No, I was okay. I dare say if I put the amount of effort into football that I put into strongman,
Yeah.
I would like to think I would have done something and I'd could have been a footballer, as I'm sure many folk could have been. But I never put any real effort into it.
How about